merry morning to you. I have nowhere to put you. Good morning and welcome back to my channel and to another vlog. So it's Monday morning and I decided that I was going to vlog again today. I've been seriously lacking motivation in making videos and stuff, and I don't know, like vlogging just to me feels a little bit more, I don't know, I don't even know what the word is, but yeah, I decided I'm gonna vlog today. So we are actually in isolation today because Soph has got to go into hospital on Wednesday. I'll explain more about that like later on, or possibly in another video, I'm not sure. So yeah, we're in isolation until then. So it's just gonna be a day at home, which is fine because the weather is crap today. It's just like typical British summer weather. So yeah, I am just making us some breakfast. I'm doing some Weetabix for Soph and some banana, and then I'm having strawberry yogurt and banana. And then yeah, I'm going to attempt today to do something that I haven't done. Excuse my eyebrows, by the way, I need to mention I didn't know them yesterday, so they're like really bold. But yeah, I'm going to try and do something today that I've never actually done before. Kind of another reason why I thought let's vlog today, because then I can share it in there. I saw this video, I think it was on like Facebook or Instagram or something, and it was like a DIY recipe for like kinetic sand, and I thought, I think I have all of the ingredients. I think I may be missing one, but I don't know how important it is. So yeah, I might try and make some of that today or this morning and have us play with that, just to kind of, I don't know, change things up a bit, because I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like I'm getting a bit kind of bored now. Bored of kind of doing nothing, and obviously Soph's at an age where she's like into more stuff, but like not at the same time. Like, it's hard to explain. But yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna, I've overdone her Weetabix now, so I'm gonna have to let it cool down. I'm at a stage as well where I'm like just trying desperately to use stuff up. So I had this pot of basically Weetabix crumbs from a box of like the little chocolate chip minis. There was just like loads of the crummy bit in there, so I kind of separated it all, put all of the crumbs in here, which filled this whole pot up. And it's given us a couple of portions of just like plain Weetabix. I don't usually spoon feed her breakfast. If anything, I'll spoon feed her like dinner, because at that point of the day I just can't be asked with the cleaning up. But yeah, just obviously try and use that up to save it obviously going to waste and things. I've been doing this for breakfast. Well, I say I've been doing it, I did it yesterday and I'm doing it today. But yeah, so hopefully the next few days won't be too stressful or anxiety provoking. I'm sure they will be. For me, like, I feel so sick, and not just like from pregnancy, just from worry and the unknown and things like that. Like I say, I'll kind of go into it a bit more later, maybe. And yeah, it's just a hard time at the minute. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do our breakfast, and then I will probably do the kinetic sand thing this morning. So I will catch you when I go to do that. Please don't fall over, because you're very precariously positioned. But I found the video, I saved it actually, it was an Instagram reel. So I will, if I can, I'll leave the direct link down below. I don't know if you can you do that on Instagram? Oh, you can. That's fine. So I'm going to go through it now. Like I say, I don't have one of the ingredients, which was cream of tartar. So I don't know how important that would be. I'm tempted to maybe use some like coconut oil in its place, just to kind of, I don't know, stick it together a bit more. I don't really know. So I've got everything else out, so I'm going to measure everything into this bowl. I'm going to have to open the serving hatch because Soph's getting mungy. Hi, baby! She's just sitting there playing, but she's also getting antsy. So I'm going to start with baking soda. It wants a lot. I don't really have much, so we shall see. Anyway, I'll come back to you at the end. I won't share everything with you because, like I say, I'll leave the video down below in case you want to see exactly what I've used. But yeah, let's go. So I think I've added too much water now. I added it in a smidge more just to kind of make it kind of mix a bit better. But now I think I've put in too much. Because I don't think that's quite the consistency it's meant to be, and it doesn't, like, it sticks to your hands still. Like, it's easy to get off, but I don't really know. I done fucked up. You should have a fluffy texture that clumps together but separates just like sand. Nope. But then I don't know if that's because I've got coconut oil in there. I don't know if that makes a difference. I'm just adding more corn flour now. It's probably going to fuck it up even more, but it's loosening up a bit more now. Maybe I'll do a little bit more fiddling. See if I can get this. Maybe a bit more kinetic sand like, and then I'll show you. I think I fixed it. Not that it looks like it. It literally looks like tubby custard. But when I was kind of like trying to get it out of the whisk, it seemed like it was kind of the right consistency. So we're gonna give it a go. Not with Penny. Come see on your tray. Look at you, good girl. Roll up your sleeves. Good girl. Well done. And I thought, even if it doesn't actually work like kinetic sand, we can just use it as like a messy play experiment. And, you know, she can touch it, and it's like a sensory thing, isn't it? So stick your hands in. Clever girl. days. That didn't last long. My camera battery died, but only a couple of minutes after she started kicking off because, wow, I didn't know what it was, whether it was that she just didn't like it, like on her hands and stuff, or because obviously I kept telling her not to eat it. It is obviously edible, but I just didn't really want her eating it because obviously there's a lot of sugar in there and stuff, and it wouldn't have probably tasted very nice, let's be honest. So yeah, it is, what is the time? 10:05 now, so I'm probably going to put her down for a nap shortly. And then I've cleaned up already all of the stuff, and I've put the like mixture in a Ziploc bag so she can still kind of play with it and stuff without it being messy. So yeah, or we can get it out obviously another day. But yeah, so I will speak to you again a little bit later this afternoon. I don't know what we're going to do this afternoon. I feel like, again, we kind of just need to do something just to kind of break the day up a little bit, but I don't really know what to do. But yeah, I will speak to you a little bit later. I also really want to, which is why I haven't put anything on my eyelashes, I really want to tint my lashes now, because not that you can really see, but on the tips of my lashes they're really blonde. So yeah, I really want to tint them now. My brows are tinted as well, and just kind of make me look a little bit more awake. So I might do that while she's in bed this afternoon, but we shall see. Also not sure what to do for lunch. I had an online shop come yesterday, but I'm just like, just can't think about food. I'm alright, like, if I went out and I ordered something, I'd be fine, like, but it's the making it bit. I don't know if it's just the lack of motivation, well, partially that, and partially just smells and everything just kind of put me off, so I just can't think about food ever, which is really frustrating. So I'm like living off snacks, but I didn't buy any snacky stuff this week, so you know, I actually have to do something proper. My god, I actually had a fairly decent night last night, sleep wise, minus waking up at 5:30 I think it was, and my body was like, right, ready for the day? I was like, absolutely not. But there was like crows making some weird ass friggin' noises outside, and didn't know what was going on. I'd had a weird dream as well that made me not want to go back to sleep. It was just a whole weird moment, but I did manage to get back to sleep in the end, until Sophie woke up, which was good. So yeah, I shouldn't still be tired, but I am. Oh, literally, story of my life, just continuously yawning. But yes, I will have a think when she is in bed of something to do this afternoon as well, because I'm just, please don't get me wrong, like, I'm just not one of those people that does stuff all of the time with their toddler. I've just realised my lens is all mucky again. Surprise, surprise, you probably can't see that, but I'll just try and clean that properly in a bit. Yeah, I'm just not one of those people that does stuff all the time with their toddler, like in terms of activities and things like we did earlier. But obviously for these few days that we're isolating, I just want to do a bit more rather than just the normal kind of playing with the normal toys that we have, because I kind of feel like Sophie's getting a bit bored. I do need to get her some new stuff, because obviously she's a January baby, so the time of year that she would normally get any kind of like Christmas and birthday gifts is like just within a few weeks of each other, and then she has to go for the whole rest of the year, which a lot of different development things happen within that year, and it's like she does need some new stuff, I think, to kind of tide her over as such. So yeah, I need to do a bit of kind of research into some things that will be kind of not necessarily age appropriate but developmentally appropriate for her. So yeah, I've got a lot of a lot of things going on up here, but it's just getting them to fruition. I think that's the right word. But yes, anyway, I will speak to you in a bit. So Sophie's been in bed for 2 hours again, and she's only just going off to, well, kind of looks like she's going off to sleep. She's been chatting away for the last half an hour or so. But yeah, managed to tint my lashes, not that you can really tell in this lighting, and I've just made myself a crisp sandwich. Following on from what I said earlier about the whole just eating snacky stuff is the best I could do. So yeah, got cheese and onion flavour crisps in a sandwich. There's nothing better, literally nothing better. So I am just going to chow down on this, watch some YouTube for a bit. Hopefully she'll have, no, see, literally this child's sleep is the bane of my fucking life. But yeah, it gives me a little bit of time to kind of figure things out. Like I say, it'd be nice to kind of figure out something to do this afternoon. Doesn't matter if we just end up doing nothing, but it'd be nice to kind of have a little thing, even if we end up doing it tomorrow. Because I'm just getting so bored of doing nothing all the time. I'm just kind of sitting around, like I said earlier, just playing with the same old toys and things. So yeah, I will catch you probably when Soph is awake and share with you what our afternoon ends up looking like. I decided to stop what I was watching on YouTube in the end and come and do some stuff on the computer, and I just thought I would have a little chat with you while I'm waiting for it to do stuff, because I'm just like at a point, like I was obviously just saying a minute ago with the whole sleep thing, I just don't know what to frickin' do anymore. Like, for those of you that may have followed me for some time, then you will know that kind of we had sleep issues with Soph when she was tiny, and let's see if I need to put you even higher up. You sat on 2 notebooks, 2 hard drives and a plant pot, and you're still just like you. So yeah, you'll know that we had quite a lot of issues with Soph's sleep when she was tiny, in that like I had to rock her and feed her to sleep, and it literally took hours and hours and hours. And eventually, I think when she was maybe around 9-ish months, managed to get herself settling, but it was still taking her a while, and that is still the case now, and she's almost 18 months, in that like the whole taking so long thing. So it's not a problem in her actually like getting to sleep, because she gets there eventually kind of thing, but one, it just fills me with mum guilt, because it's just like I feel bad that I've like, you know, I'm leaving her in there for hours on end to just do what she's got to do at the end of the day, which is why I shouldn't feel bad. And I know I shouldn't feel bad, because I know that's just what she needs to do. That's just what she's like. It doesn't matter how we do the routine, like in the day, like it doesn't matter if I waited till the last minute of her being super, super tired and absolutely exhausted. It would still take her 2 hours to get to sleep. Like it literally doesn't matter. I've tested it a lot. But obviously it still makes me feel bad. And then it also selfishly makes me feel shit, because it's just like, that's 2 hours that we could be doing something. Maybe that's not selfish, because it would be doing something with her. But like, you know, if we wanted to get the bus into the next town or whatever, you know, it's not that far away. But I always got to think, like, even if we left at 8 in the morning, I have to be back here to put her in bed at 10 to get her to sleep by 12, because then that gives her 2 hours should she use it. She doesn't usually, she only usually sleeps for an hour, to have a sleep, because if she sleeps past 2 o'clock in the afternoon, she will not go to sleep until like gone 9 p.m. So it's just like this constant battle of I know it's what she needs to do, but at the same time, obviously because I don't drive, that doesn't help either, but it means that we just can't ever do anything because, you know, like I say, I have to be back here by 10 o'clock to put her in bed, give or take. And then, like I say, come the afternoon, say she does do 12 till 1-ish, by the time she's then obviously woke up, had lunch, because I'm not going to give her lunch at 10 in the morning, am I? That's like a whole nother thing, like I feel bad about. I'm like, she's in bed for like I say, up, you know, minimum 3 hours by the time she's got herself to sleep and slept. She must be hungry, and then I feel bad about that. But like I say, at the same time, like I just literally cannot figure it out any other way. I've done it where I've, you know, given her lunch at like 11 or half 11, put her in bed just after 12. But then because it then goes past 2 o'clock before she's even showing any signs of going to sleep, like I say, then it impacts the evening, and it's just a nightmare. And I know before someone says like, oh, don't stress yourself out about it, like, ugh, like, you know, baby sleep is just rank, for want of a better word. It's so hard not to let it consume you. And I think I've said this before, that you don't really know how much it does consume you until you have your own child, especially if it is one like Soph that, you know, does have kind of sleep issues and things. And yeah, it just, I don't know, it just sends my mind into like overdrive of all of these different things of, like I say, feeling bad that she's not eaten since 8 in the morning or whatever, and feeling bad that there's 2 hours out of a whole day that we could have been going off and doing something, or you know, and it's so hard to just get past that and think that, oh yeah, it'll be fine one day, because it probably won't. Until she like drops her nap, I think that's when things will be better, at least in terms of going to bed at night, because she will be more tired. But she's certainly not ready for that now. We've had 3 days this past week where she's hasn't been able to nap, either because one day we went out, so she just didn't nap. Another day was, like I say, I gave her lunch at 11, put her to bed at 12, it was 2 o'clock, she was still wide awake, so I had to get her up. And then the next day we had family down, did the same thing, gave her lunch at 11, put her down at 12, and she was still wide awake at like 2:30. And I was like, I literally, I can't let you even go to sleep now, because even if I did then wake you up, it just completely, it just has a complete spiral on the rest of the day and the next day. And yeah, I don't even know why I'm saying all this, but I just want to put it out there in case anyone else obviously is going through a similar sort of thing. And two, to just vent, because like I say, it just consumes me so much. And at the moment, I don't have any answers as to why it happens. It could just be a completely natural thing for her, or there could be a reason for it, like who knows. But obviously she's going through so much, like so many tests and stuff at the moment. Like I said this morning, she's going into hospital on Wednesday for an MRI on her brain, and just like, saying that in itself just makes me feel really emotional, because I'm scared. But it's also just like, it might bring something up that might explain everything, and I knew this would happen. Yeah, that's just it. So yeah, I am gonna do like a whole roundup of how her paediatrician appointment went. Obviously I did like her 16-month update a few weeks ago, and I said I'd follow up on how the appointment went, and I haven't yet, because one, I'm trying to still get my head around it, and two, I just haven't had the time. So yeah, just to put in a little bit of what's going on, that. So hopefully by next week, as I'm filming this, I will have the results of that, because we've got to follow up with the neurologist and see if anything has come of it, and if not, obviously it still brings you back to the what the fuck then. And yeah, like holy shit, we've put ourselves through all this stress for like no reason. It's not necessarily no reason, even if it comes back with nothing, but you know what I mean. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna stop because I think I've been chatting now for 10 minutes. So yeah, I will love you and leave you and speak to you again when Sophie wakes up. Ruth is now awake and we're out of the house. I was just in such a funk and I was like, I just need to get out. So I've come for a walk. I've got like a country park near us. So I've come down here just to walk around, get some steps in, get some fresh air and just change the scenery. Obviously we can't really go very far, so I thought, well, if we just come here, obviously I can avoid people still, but still benefit somewhat. So yeah, can we also just appreciate how big my child looks? Like, she's hanging over the edge now. Heartbreaking. But weirdly, I was literally just saying to Joe, I was like, it's strange how she looks so big, yet all of the clothes she's wearing today are 9 to 12 months. But they like fit her perfectly right now. But yeah, anyways, I'm just going to try and enjoy a walk, try and stay out for like half an hour at least, if not longer, and then go back and just sort dinner out. I don't really know what I'm going to do for dinner. Like I say, I'm in a bit of a funk with food as well at the minute. So yeah, I'll probably just do some pasta or something that we can both have easily. And yeah, so hopefully by the time I've got back, I'll be in a bit of a better mood. I've been home for a little while now. It's actually 5:15, and I've just made Soph some dinner. Just waiting for it to cool down now. Just made a tuna and sweet corn pasta and steamed some broccoli as well. Just because, like I said multiple times earlier, I'm just in such a funk. And I've got a rogue potato that needs using, so I am going to do a jacket potato for my dinner with the rest of the tuna. I had to look up on the NHS website like how much tuna you can have when you're pregnant, because I know you have to limit it because of the high levels of mercury, but it said you can actually have a fair amount. It said like 4 medium tins a week, and I was like, that's fine, because I had like almost a whole tin last week, and then obviously I'm sharing one with Soph this week. I probably would only have one a week anyway, but nice to know. So yeah, I'm gonna do that in the air fryer actually. My dad made me a jacket potato when I was back in Southampton, and he did it in his air fryer and he told me how to do it, so I'm gonna do it again because I did it last week for lunch and it was so good, like really hit the spot. I don't do it fully in the air fryer. I do it in the microwave for a little bit first and then in the air fryer. But yeah, I'm gonna do that when Soph's in bed. I'm probably gonna stick her in the bath in around 3/4 of an hour. Once she's had a kind of time to eat, the kind of itch go down a little bit, and then a little bit of playtime afterwards. But yeah, so I still don't feel great. I'm feeling more annoyed right this second because when I was out, I took a photo on Instagram, but like as a post, not on like stories or anything, to post, wrote the post, was gonna post it. I was just like, oh, I'll wait half an hour and then I'll do it. I won't save it as a draft though, because every time I save something as a draft, it disappears. So I was like, right, I'll just leave it there. I just won't go on Instagram until I've posted it, blah, blah, blah. And then a notification for a message came through and I accidentally clicked on it and now it's gone. which is really annoying because it was like a photo of me and Soph out on our walk. I did take one on my camera as well, so I'll see if one, it came out any good because obviously I had my sunglasses on, so I couldn't actually see, and two, whether it'll actually fit on Instagram and stuff. But yeah, but in general I feel pretty good. I'm glad I got out. I'm glad I kind of got some steps in and things like that, and I feel like when the weather's like it is now, I mean it was pretty overcast when I left, it's absolutely glorious now, just like a little bit cloudy, but when it's like this I really need to make the most of it and do more walks like that. It's just a bit annoying obviously going over that kind of terrain where I went with the buggy is a bit of a pain in the arse, but I could just walk around, do loops of like an estate or whatever. But I feel like I really need to kind of up my fitness to like a good level, not obviously like overdo it or anything, but I really need to kind of build my fitness back up because I walked so much when I was pregnant with Soph, and now I've just been like literally a couch potato. So yeah, I really need to kind of get back into the swing of things, get back into walking more and not just going to the shops, but going out for dedicated walks and things. Obviously it's good for the mind and stuff, and it is good for the body as well. So that is the kind of plan going forward. But yeah, it's just going to be a pretty quiet evening, I think. Like I say, I'm just going to have my dinner when Soph's in bed. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go give Soph her dinner and I will possibly speak to you later. So Soph is bathed in bed now. It's almost 6:30, so I'm just going to do my potato. I just need to take a tiny few bits off because it's starting to sprout, but it should be fine. And then what I'm going to do is grab a bit of kitchen roll to pop in the microwave. And then what I'm going to do is pop it on medium for about 10 minutes, and then every few minutes what I'll do, I'm going to stab it first as well, I'll flip it over every few minutes. I may even do a little bit longer. I think I did 12 minutes the other day when I did it, so I may do that because our microwave's pretty temperamental, to be fair. And then I'll do the same again in the air fryer, but I'll do like 6 minutes and then flip it over, do another 6 minutes, I think. So I'll show you how it turns out. But this is just my shitty rogue potato before, and this is after. To that. Beautiful, perfect, crispy jacket potato in what, 25 minutes? And during the time that it was like in the air fryer, I jumped in the shower as well. I did it for like 6 minutes, jumped in the shower quickly, had a quick wash, came out, it had just finished, and then I flipped over the potato, another 6 minutes, et voila. So I am going to enjoy this. I've just put on Gogglebox on the TV, and I am just going to chill out for the evening. I'm going to love you and leave you for now. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Let me know down below if you like this kind of thing. Just kind of a bit here, there and everywhere, like my last vlog was as well. More than like time-lapsey kind of things, or if you like a bit of both, let me know that too, because it'd be interesting to know. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.